mean, for them to be able to do this. This is the first. No other car makers have this feature yet. And again, BMW ahead of everybody. Oh, I can do my exterior review here. Now look at the front design, the side, the air breathers, right? The car has a beautiful proportion. Let me show you from the sides. Alright, classic BMW, there is a very short overhang. What that means is that when you go into very tight roads that you need to maneuver, it's very easy to maneuver just because the wheels are pushed all the way out. How do I explain this? Imagine you are standing here and you are holding your arms out. Why am I using that finger? Okay, this finger, this length, and as you turn, it's easy for you to hit something, right? But if you're holding your shorter arm out, you're more agile. Yeah, that's a bad example. That's a bad way of showing it. And Jordan shouldn't see this. If Jordan is watching this, he will assume it's something else. Bobby here from Evo again. And what I have here today, I'm sure you would have been able to tell, this is the 730iL. So this is the new BMW 7 Series. And it's a lovely car. Now, BMW brought this in after Mercedes dominated the market with the S-Class, the S350 hybrid, right? So what BMW has done this round is that they created a car that is not only just a limo, but it is a sports sedan. It is an all-out sports sedan, even though it has only a 2-litre turbocharged engine. It looks stately as usual. It looks like a, you know, the usual boss's car. But this bugger handles. Now, let's go into the car and have a look. If you want to have a look at the exterior, okay, let's go through the exterior, shall we? Now, of all BMWs, this one has the least pronounced L-shaped taillights. You know, all BMWs, they have a taillight that is very much L-shaped. That is their signature design. So, and then what they have done this round is that they added a chrome strip, which gives the rear a wider appeal. Those are the exhaust. You can see the tips inside the bumper, where you have a really beautiful chrome tip. Now, a lot of people complain about fake exhausts, right? They want the real stuff poking out. Let me tell you this. This is what my take is. At first, the industry started with people putting fake exhaust and all that, right? But if you notice one thing, this thing won't go away. You know why? Your exhaust pipes are connected all the way from the engine, you know, the extractors, everything, down to the catalytic converters, to the silencers and all that, to the back end here. Yes, it looks cool to have them protruding out and all that. But you know what? In a small collision, in a small rear collision, you don't want that collision to push or twist your pipes, right? So if the pipes are in there, and this is actually a cover, it's a form of protection. I'm serious, I'm not joking. You have a small rear collision, it won't bend your pipes and all that. If you buy all those Akrapovic and all that titanium exhaust, imagine it's bent. If you don't already know, those exhausts, you can't fix them. Alright. Oh, have I went through the exterior, the front? Let's go have a look. It's a really hot day. I mean, the Brits, they can do this any time. I mean, Malaysians, pity us, man. Now, BMW adaptive LEDs, you can see them here. Of course, laser light is an option. What I really like about the new 7 Series is this part here. Do you see that? That's the signature of the front lamps, and I think they look great. They look beautiful. Alright, it's getting noisy because it's hot. The grills actually will shut themselves when you're cruising on the highway and the engine is not heated up. Right? Some of the new design details that BMW has done is this one. You know, the 3 Series, they have the air breather thing, right? I think all BMWs will now feature this thing, which actually channels air from the wheel arches. The wheel arches actually has a lot of turbulence going on, and those are actually some form of drag. So if you are able to channel them out, it's good. But I reckon this small little piece here, if you can see through it, I don't know, I think some small stones might get stuck there, but it's easy to remove them. Another thing is that this is the first BMW with a one-piece, I mean not here, that's the door, right? Look at this part. It's one piece. It's very hard to make that. Alright, it's very difficult to produce that, and most of them they have separate pieces and all that. But this is really nice to see this one piece chrome strip here. It's really good looking. Another thing is this. Look at this part. It's beautiful, huh? This whole part here extends out. It's lovely. Alright, let's go inside. Hotel. I'm at the rear seat of the new 7 Series, and I am 5'11", which is regardless, right? When you're in a car of this size. Now there's so many things that I can show you behind the car. Let's go through the party piece first. All right, the one thing that no other cars have. Check this out. What do I want to play with now? Lighting. Cool. Okay, it's morning now, so I mean it's afternoon. You won't be able to see. I'm not sure if you're able to tell it. Okay, this is currently blue or purple. Now I'm changing it to green, if you can tell. Alright, so I can do everything here from the screen, because this is where the boss sits, right? No, if I buy this car, I won't hire a driver because it drives so well. So my kids will be playing with this, but it's fun. It keeps them accompanied. Now let's look at this sun protection. Now what's that? So we have a lot of blinds here, right? If you can see that. Now let's do this. Oops. Open all. Look at that. It's like magic. Alright. Now let's close everything. Wait, hold on. Cool. I mean, it's a bargain. This car is a bargain. When you have all this, it's just splendid. The climate control. I can control the air conditioning temperature here. Alright. Check it out. Let me show you. You see that, right? And the interface looks just beautiful. The interface is fantastic. This is the interior lighting, alright, which I've already shown you guys just now. But it's actually daytime now, so I don't think you'll be able to tell. But this piece of light here, I think it will be copied by other car makers because it looks brilliant. It makes the rear feel so special. It's like a vanity room or something like that. But at night, it looks like that. Let me try to reduce the reflection. Alright. Now what else? What else can we do behind here? Oh, media. You can change the media, the radio. You can check out the driving information and all that. It's just brilliant. Alright. It's just fantastic. What else? The radio and all that. Settings. Settings, brightness, blah blah. There are certain things that we can control here. There are certain things that we can't. So this is the seat. Now you can select which seat you want to control now. So I want to control that seat, the front seat. So maybe what I'll do is I'll move the seat. You see that? Alright, that's how a boss rolls, right? So normally the driver will sit here and then the big boss will sit here. Alright, so So let's put this back. I'm gonna go to the boss seat. Alright. Oh, this is just unbelievable. Now look at this piece here. It writes there carbon core. So what it does is that our car, right, there's a lot of structures, high tensile steel and all that. The part that needs to be strongest is this pillar. The one that stretches from A pillar all the way to the C pillar. So this is the part where the car needs to be extremely strong to, I mean, in rollovers or all that. Check this out, carbon core. So what BMW has done is that instead of putting a really strong high tensile steel that runs across here, they put a carbon fiber piece that runs all the way here, within here. So what that does is that it strengthens the car a lot, and they don't need to put big fat heavy metal piece there. Yep. Check out the interior. Yeah. It's great, huh? So what's the big news? This is now touchscreen. Do you see that? As I move my hand closer, actually there are all those little subtle hints that happens when you see my hands. Look at that. Great. So it's interesting, and of course this one, that's the party piece, huh? To lower down the volume, up the volume. Alright, so that's the party piece. So it's a very understated interior, I would say, but there are a lot of small little things that makes me adore it so much. Check out this part. This part here. It curves in and it reaches here, and these metal pieces here, I can actually touch them. It's actual. So there's no, it's not like there's a cover here, a plexiglass or something that covers it, but it's actually there. So this theme is prevalent throughout the car, where it's a combination of, I guess that's what they intend to do, digital and physical. So they are actually blending it in a way that is so seamless. It makes you appreciate the amount of effort they put in. Now you see red dials here, that's because I'm in sports mode. If I go into comfort mode, which is the normal, the normal mode would look like that, or comfort. So this is the usual BMW dials. Will it be clearer? Yeah, seeing from here? Yeah. Now, when I go Eco Pro, this turns straight to almost like a EV car. Right, so that's your charge gauge. So when you release your accelerator, so the car will go into charging phase, so it will show you how much it's charging, and then power and all that. Now what is this? This one shows your driving style. Okay, let's start again. What this is equivalent to, you know those Hondas where if you drive very efficiently, it will show you a leaf, right? Now this is better. If according to your driving style, how much more mileage you have gained from a good driving habit, or how much more mileage you have gained from a non-BMW driving habit. You get what I mean from there, right? So if you drive leniently and all that, you get an increase here, and it's like an actual gain that you get. And this part continues on, it curves out, it's beautiful. If you haven't already noticed, this entire piece of wood veneer, this wood panel is one piece all the way from there, and it curves around here. It's beautiful. It's just nice. Alright. One small thing that I find a bit out of place is, you know, this plastic cap. Could have been something else, you know, that looks better. The door handles look beautiful. Now BMW has switched the lock and unlock switch to both sides of the car. Is here. I find their previous solution is way better. Just one lock and unlock button here. You know. So as BMW owners, when we got out of the car, I was like, hey, where's the door locks and all that? So it's actually over here now. Alright. We have a very decent sized glove box. And the door pockets, I don't think they can fit a large bottle without some squeezing. But kudos, it's almost full length now. Everyone should do that, right? It's a lovely cabin. Oh, I still hate this. BMW, please stop making this. I mean, it's good to have our phone docked, but not at such a huge expense of space for this. You know, this could have been so much more spacious and usable if it weren't for this thing that is universally hate. Please stop making that. And there's a USB port here, there's a USB port there, and of course this part is slidable so that you can close it. Yep, BMWs has never been extremely generous with interior cubby spaces because they want us to chuck all our stuffs at the door bins. Because when you are driving like a BMW owner, you don't want this to fly around. Now, continuing to what I mentioned earlier on about a combination of physical and digital, look at this part, right? And look at the screen corresponding. Can you see that? This is just lovely, right? The way they design it. And this part, oh, these are physical buttons. See, I can press them, physical buttons, but they are also touch sensitive. So as I run my finger across, it shows what it corresponds to before I press, right? So it's nice. All these small little touches, I really like it. And this one as well. When you press it, it lights up. These are all the small little touches that makes you appreciate. It's like, wow, wow. What do we have here? I mean, here we can lower the car. We can activate the cameras, alright, and parking sensors and all that, we can activate them. How this camera actually near to the car, it will automatically show. Look at this guy is standing there now, and it is showing an obstacle here. It is actually showing an obstacle there. It is very cool. And another feature, which is a hit and miss, because I don't know whether I'm able to do that. Do you notice that? Check this out. Now, this is amazing. Let me show you the Blue Myvi is here, right? And that's the Blue Myvi next to our car. Check that out. Cool, huh? This is quite something that what BMW has done. So as for this car, look at it this way. Yes, it's priced very, very close to the Mercedes S-Class, but this is 2-liter turbo. Technically speaking, a more advanced engine, a more fuel-efficient engine, a smaller engine, and road tax is only 380 ringgit. And the performance it gives you is just amazing. This engine, when it's fitted in this car, it makes the front end feel so light that handling is superb. You have to drive it to feel it. I'm sure not every one of you out there, you know, hires a driver that brings you around. Some of you just drive it yourself every day. This is certainly the car that you can drive it yourself every single day because it's still a very much a driver's car. All in all, a driver's car, seriously. Even the size, but it's an all-out driver's car. Just love the way it handles. I mean, the way that it can react to the road on slow speeds. It's comfortable, and then when you want to go fast, it's just brilliant the way they calibrate this car. It's fantastic. It's so nice to drive, and after you've been driving fast, then you remember it's a limo. It's just amazing. And this is actually a very rough patch of road, and it's fine. It does it so well. Lovely, lovely. Aside from the Panamera, cars of this size, this one puts a smile on your face, you know, it really does. Is this the future, that limos can be fitted with 2-litre engines? Audi did put a 2-litre engine into the A8 hybrid, and the XJ did so as well. But I think the one that really nailed it is BMW. They really proved that a small 2-litre engine in such a big car actually works. Fantastic. The way it handles is just wow. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. And when it comes to making a U-turn, let's do a full lock. One and a half. It's easy. Lovely, lovely. I actually drove the short wheelbase as well, and it's fantastic. I drove it in Portugal, but the thing that makes this so different is in fact the small engine, because it's lightweight and you feel the nimbleness in front. You actually really feel it. I drove the 750, which is the 4.4 V8, and also the 740, which is a 3-litre twin-scroll turbo. But yes, they are more powerful, but to lop off 4 cylinders from the 750, this is only, I mean, half the size of the engine. It really aids in terms of the driving experience. It's just an overall a really good car. Now the difference between sports mode and the usual modes is that, of course, we're used to all this, you know, everything is sharpened up, but the suspension is not as harsh in sports mode as compared to other BMWs. Okay, harsh may not be the word, because when you go sports mode, you want it to react, you want it to be harder. So they did not do that in this. There is still a big level of comfort in the sports mode. So what happens is, after trying all 3 modes, the sport mode, the comfort mode, which you can see the dials actually change in their design, and Eco Pro mode, the one that I felt best in terms of just being driven day in and out is actually the sports mode. That I find there is no compromise to comfort, yet the car feels sharper. Everything is sharper. So I like that part, because nevertheless it is still a small 2-litre engine, 2-litre turbo engine. So you don't get the kind of sudden immediate kick down as you do with the big engine. It needs a certain level of revs to really pull. Of course, on the get-go, it's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine. Hey guys, how do you like sitting behind?
Very nice leg.
Very nice leg room. That's because you're short. How about you, Gerard?
It's comfortable.
It's comfortable. Is it lovely?
Not bad. It's really
Not bad.
nice.
Oh. Okay. You gotta speak louder though. So it's certified lah, right? Certified by Autofreaks and certified by Paul Tan. Alright, Paul Tan, it's time to take your LRT. You poor bastard. Alright, here's your LRT station.
Alright.
And let's see if they dare to assume I'm Uber and then they come down and big fights. Bye.
Alright.
Goodbye, Gerard.
Thanks for the ride, man.
See you. Okay, sir, your turn.
Okay, thanks, buddy.
Bye.
Bye bye. Ciao. Oh, you want to gonna fire? What kind of driving is this?
Oh, sorry, auto freaks. I thought you are auto freaks. You know,
it's a 7
speed
series.
freaks,
It's a
auto
7 series,
freaks.
should be comfortable.
Should be comfortable. Oh my god, how the... Oh, I should have turned in there to go Bali. Let me do this. Are you comfortable on camera?
Not so.
Do you feel fabulous?
Feel yes.
Why don't you give us a review of the rear seats?
Nice leather.
That's it?
Like the color.
Come on, it reclines. There's a tablet in it that controls everything. Hey, you can try and control the windows and all that with the
Yeah,
tablet.
that did that just now.
Oh, you did that?
We did.
Aha. And you can move the seat with the tablet? This seat?
Wow.
Yep.
Let me try. This is fun.
Let's go.
Oh, there's massage.
Yes, there's massage.
Interesting.
Aside from the aircon, I bet you don't hear anything outside.
Nope, nothing at all. Absolutely nothing.
Imagine paying 380 ringgit road tax for this.
That's cheap.
Just 380 ringgit. The road tax you pay for a Kia Forte 2 litre. And you're in this. Would you like to say bye to everyone?
Bye.